Welcome back, students. Let's start with the sorting technique today. Now, a sorting technique in our syllabus, we have to cover three sorting techniques here: bubble sort, insertion sort, and selection sort. Today, I will cover the bubble sort and selection sort. Now, what is a sorting algorithm basically? A sorting algorithm takes an unordered collection. Unordered means, see, if you see this first array here, it is unordered. Unordered means like it is not arranged as per either increasing order or decreasing order. And whenever you apply a sorting algorithm, it just makes into the ordered collection, ordered one. Ordered one means either increasing or decreasing order. Now the first is a bubble sort. Now within the bubble sort, it is a very simple idea or called as a bubbling up the largest element to the last. I'm repeating this word. Within the bubble sort, the basic idea is bubbling up the largest element. How, we will see with an example also in algorithm also. Traverse a collection of the elements, move from the front to the end, and bubble the largest value to the end using pairwise comparison and swapping. So the idea here is bubbling the largest element means I will start comparing the first two elements, and whatever is the maximum in the first two only, like index number 1 and 2. So whatever is the maximum will go to the right hand side or the greater index. So suppose here 77 and 42, which is the larger one? 77, so it will be bubbled in this swap. Okay. Now again I will compare the next two, 2 and 3. So 77 or 35, which is greater? So again 77 is greater means we have an option of swap, so we will again swap it back. Okay, so we'll go to the next index, 77 and 12, which is greater? Obviously 77, so it will go one step ahead. Again here's already the 101, the bigger one is in the right hand side. This means no need of the swap is required. Again 101 and 5, which is bigger? 101, it is on the left side, a swap is required. Largest value is correctly placed as 101, means after a single iteration, the largest, like that we call as a for n, like iteration number 1, the largest number should be on the upper, like one of the extreme upper bound, like whatever the largest index we have, then the maximum will be swapped up to that particular position. Now, so how many, you can say the number of, so the idea is like how many times this particular, how many number of iteration would be required to solve the problem. You will see here, if we have n elements, like, so this is a one time. Now keep on repeating the bubble up, like in how many times we have to do. So like suppose you have done it one time, the maximum has been placed, you will do it again, the second maximum will be placed here, then again you will do the third maximum, then the fourth maximum, then the fifth maximum. This means suppose you have n elements in the hand, n minus 1 iterations are required. I am repeating again, like every time you are fixing the maximum. So suppose first maximum you have placed, you have placed the first maximum after one iteration, second maximum after second iteration, third maximum after third iteration, fourth maximum after the fourth iteration, and the fifth maximum after fifth iteration. This means how many, suppose the number of elements are n here, number of elements are n, number of passes would be n minus 1 pass, or n minus 1 time you have to do the same process. So if we have n elements, and if each time we bubble an element, we place it is in the correct place, then we will repeat the bubble up process n minus 1 time. This guarantee that we all correctly place all n elements. Okay. Now how to do this? Suppose this is the array, 101 is already placed. After the second iteration, see, it will again do the same process, and 77 will be placed at the second largest position here. Now again it will keep on doing the swap and the comparisons and after this the 42 will be placed correctly. After this 35 will be placed correctly, and then 12 will be placed correctly. So this is the idea. First time 101 placed, then 77, then 42, 35, 12. See the first maximum, second maximum, third maximum, fourth maximum, and fifth maximum. That is like n minus, suppose the number of elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many times you have did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Is 5 times you have done this process or iteration. This means suppose you have n elements in the hand, n minus 1 time you have to do this particular iterations to get the entire sorted array. Now we'll take an example also through a visualization like how this is performed. Okay, suppose this is an array I have, and now I have to sort. So let me try it once. So here 65 is already bigger, no swap is required. Again it will compare, again a swap would be done. Now 65 and 6, the next two elements, again a swap would be done. 65 and 2, a swap would be done. It will keep on doing this pattern. 65 and 65, no swap is required. 65 and 45, a swap is done. 65 and 48, okay, swap is required. 65 and 94, no swap is required. No swap is needed, you can see here. Swap the current element with the next biggest neighbor, okay. A swap is required. A swap is required. So you can see every time it is just comparing the two nearest elements and then keep on swapping if it is required. Again a swap. See 94 and 25, which is bigger? 94. So a swap would be done in from here to here. Again a swap. Again a swap. See, after the first iteration entirely, one time it has completely iterated. The maximum is at the last index. I will have to do it once again. See, 94 is already placed here. 21 and 54, no swap is required. Again a swap is there. Okay, again after in this two position, the swap would be required. Again a swap would be required. No, here 54 and 65, no swaps is required. Again a swap would be required. Here again no swaps are required. Again a swap is required. Again a swap is required. 65 and 12, a swap would be required because 65 should go to the right position. Similarly here the swap would be done. Again swap. 65 and 10, a swap would be needed. 65 and 52, a swap would be needed. In this way, see, after the two iteration, the two maximum is at the last. So you have to do like n minus 1 time. I will try it one more time. So see, is it we are doing in the same way or not? Swap would be done. 21 and 2, the swap will be done. 21 and 54, no swap is required. Again a swap. 54 and 48, a swap would be needed. 54 and 65, a swap would be needed. Sorry, 54 and 65, the swap is not required because the maximum is at the already in the right side. Swap would be done. 65 and 47, a swap would be needed. 65 and 12, a swap would be needed. 65 and 34, obviously a swap would be needed. 65 and 25, a swap would be needed. 65 and 10, obviously a swap would be needed. 65 and 52 for the last time it will compare, but since the largest in the left hand side, it should go to the right hand side index. So swap would be done. Here after the three iteration, the three maximums are like this is the first maximum, this is the second maximum, this is the third maximum. They are arranged. So in this way, like after n minus 1 iteration, every number would be arranged as per the need. Now come to the algorithm. Algorithm is simple here, it will not take much of the time. So the idea is for I 1 to n minus 1, like for every iteration of I, we have to run entire j. I 1 to n minus I. See why n minus I is like, because see those number that is already fixed, the maximums are already fixed at the last. they are not required to further iterate. Okay, so this is the loop and this is the thing. So eventually it will run like how many times? It will run n minus 1 time. Okay, and then what is the idea? It will compare if a of j, then the left side index, that is the smaller index, if have greater number than the just the next index, it means if the maximum is in the left hand side, a swap between aj and aj plus 1 is required. Simple algorithm it is. Now come to the time complexity part. In general, if the list has n element, we will have to do like how many comparisons? First n minus 1 comparison, then n minus 2 comparison. See, like first time you have done like how many? N minus 1 comparison. Then again, like one element is already fixed at the last. Then n minus 2, eventually it will reduce. You will try to add, this would be n minus 1 into n by 2 comparison, order of n square. So this is the worst case. This is the worst case possible. Now, what is the best case here is, order of n would be the best case given the array is already sorted. Again, not this algorithm, there may be some changes in the algorithm to detect, but it should be order of n in the best case given the array is already sorted. Is it fine? So how the algorithm works? That for every I 1 to n minus 1, it will keep on comparing with the j. Like for every j, it will compare the two, like 1 to 2 3 index, like 1 2 index, 2 3 index, 3 4 index, 4 5 index, 5 6 index in the same pattern. And whenever the a of j, like whenever the smaller index have the max greater number than the larger index, then a swap will be required. Okay, so the next topic